On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Plankton.
Tiny forms of plant and animal life that live in water or air on which other animals feed.
Examples:
Plankton blooms. Plankton community. Plankton is generally the foundation of the ocean food chain.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Larva.
The immature free-living form of insect or an animal, which at hatching from the egg, is fundamentally unlike its parent and must metamorphose.
Examples:
Larva of a butterfly. A moth larva. The butterfly emerged from its larva stage.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel. Blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Clam.
A marine mollusk that burrows and lives on sand or mud. The shell closes with vice-like firmness.
Examples:
Giant clam. Shuck a clam. The clam digs through the sand to a significant depth.
Urchin.
A poor and mischievous young child, usually living on the street or in a disadvantaged community, a small, spiny marine animal with a round body and long, pointed spines.
Examples:
Urchin child. Street urchin. The young boy was an urchin wandering the streets without a home.
Anemone.
A type of flowering plant that has bright, showy flowers and typically blooms in the spring. A marine creature that resembles flowers but has oral rings of tentacles.
Examples:
Anemone flower. European anemone. The beautiful anemones swayed gently in the ocean current.
Zooplankton.
Very small animals that live in water and on which other sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Freshwater zooplankton. Floating zooplankton. The diversity of riverine ecosystems influences the variety of zooplankton in marine areas.
Copepod.
A small, planktonic crustacean that is a dominant part of the marine zooplankton and serves as a major food source for many aquatic organisms.
Examples:
Planktonic copepod. Marine copepod. The sudden drop in the copepod population could negatively affect the local marine food web.
Krill.
A small, shrimp-like crustacean that is a major food source for many marine animals.
Examples:
Eat krill. Antarctic krill. The decline in krill populations in recent years has raised concerns about the health of marine ecosystems.
Seawater.
Water from the sea or ocean, typically containing salt and various other dissolved minerals.
Examples:
Seawater pollution, seawater bacteria. The desalination plant turned seawater into drinking water through a complex process.
Carnivore.
An animal that primarily eats meat as opposed to plant matter.
Examples:
Carnivore diet, hungry carnivore. A lion is a typical carnivore, as they mainly eat meat.
Phytoplankton.
Tiny little plants that float on the surface of the water and on which sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Marine phytoplankton, phytoplankton blooms. She studies the relationship between marine creatures' toxicity and the phytoplankton they feed on.
Edible.
Fit or safe to be eaten, able to be consumed as food.
Examples:
Non-edible ingredients. Edible vegetables. I made sure to pick only edible mushrooms for our dinner.
Cannibal.
A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice.
Examples:
Cannibal tribe. Habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods.
Mollusk.
A soft-bodied invertebrate with no internal skeleton, such as a snail, clam, or octopus.
Examples:
Mollusk shell. Edible mollusk. As a child, I loved collecting seashells and had many mollusks.
Kinship.
The state or fact of being related to someone.
Examples:
Kinship ties. Kinship relations. She felt a sense of kinship with her new colleagues.
Cilium.
A microscopic, hair-like cellular projection that is found on the surface of many cells in the body, helping them to move or trap debris.
Examples:
Cilium movement. Primary cilium. The microscopic analysis revealed a cilium's presence on the single-celled organism's surface.
Eyelash.
Any of the short hairs that grow around the eyes.
Examples:
Eyelash brush. Not bat an eyelash. An eyelash curler is a girl's best friend.
Snare.
A trap or device used to catch animals by means of a noose or wire loop, a type of drum consisting of a head stretched over a hollow shell, usually played with drumsticks.
Examples:
Snare drum. Fall into a snare. The thief was caught in a snare set by the police.
Tentacle.
A flexible, mobile, and long arm-like organ used for feeling and holding things, catching food, or moving.
Examples:
A squid's tentacle. Posterior tentacle. The police caught the fugitive criminal in the tentacles of an expanded investigation.
Lure.
To tempt or persuade someone to do something.
Examples:
Lure prey. Lure foreign investment. The salesperson used a special offer to lure customers into buying the product.
Crustacean.
A type of arthropod, such as a crab, lobster, or shrimp, that has a hard outer shell or exoskeleton.
Examples:
Crustacean dish. Crustacean shell. A lobster is a type of crustacean found in the ocean.
Monstrous.
Extremely large or evil, or having a frightening appearance.
Examples:
A monstrous iceberg. Monstrous behavior. The giant wave was monstrous and destroyed the small boat.
Bristle.
A stiff, short hair on a mammal's skin or a natural or artificial brush, a stiff, sharp point on a plant such as a thorn or a prickle. Verb, to react defensively to something, to stand up stiffly and be rigid.
Examples:
Bristle brush. Bristle with anger. The dog's bristle on its back stood up as it growled at the mailman.
Prowl.
To move about stealthily, especially in search of prey or as part of a criminal act. To wander or roam around aimlessly or restlessly.
Examples:
Prowl the streets. Prowl for food. The predator began to prowl around the forest's edge, searching for prey.
Tangle.
A confused mass of something twisted together.
Examples:
In a tangle. Tangle wires. The cords behind my computer were a tangled mess.